Hi everybody. So this is the third time I record this problem. The first time I made a mistake and I couldn't figure it out until later. Then the second time I recorded it well, but then I only uploaded the old video. So hopefully this time it'll work. Anyways, this is A-3, your turn number 9. And so number 9, it says solve each system of equations by subtracting and then check your answers. And so number 9 says 4x plus 3y, oops, no space, 3y equals 19. And then on the second equation is 6x plus 3y equals 33. So when I look at both of these, what pops out at me is those 3y's. They're exactly the same. So since they're exactly the same, if I add them, they're not going to cancel. And remember, we're solving systems by elimination. So what I need to do is I need to subtract them. Now, when I subtract them, look, 4 minus 6, I'm going to end up with a negative. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this equation on the top and then the other one below, so that way when I subtract them, because that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to, subtract. I'm going to put the minus sign on the other right here, so that way you know that I'm subtracting. Okay, I'm subtracting these. Since I'm subtracting, I'm going to end up with putting a long line because I'm subtracting, and then I just start subtracting. I'm going to start this way now, okay? So 6x minus 4x, that gives me 2x. When I subtract 3y minus 3y, that's going to give me 0. And then equals 39 minus 19, let me see, that is 14. So now I'm multiplying the x by 2. So to isolate the x, the inverse of multiplication is division. So I got to divide both sides by 2, whatever the coefficient, this is called the coefficient. So remember, when we're dividing, we put a little line, fraction bar, right there. And so now I end up with 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times x is just x. On the other side, I'm going to have 14 divided by 2 is 7. I'm just going to put 7. So now I gotta, now that I have the x, I gotta figure out what is y going to be. So which equation is the easiest one to do? Since this one has smaller numbers, I'm gonna go ahead and use that one, okay? So I'm going to write it again right here. 4x plus 3y is equal to 19. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna substitute that value. The x was 7, so I'm going to put 4 times, I'm not going to want, eventually I will underline it, but not yet. Oh, no, not this one. So I'm not going to, so anyways, the value of x is 7 times 7, and then plus 3y is equal to 19. So now here, the thing that pops out at me is those parentheses. So 4 times 7 is 28. So I put 28. I don't want that underlined either. Okay, so 28 plus 3y is equal to 19. So now I want to leave the y alone, isolate the y. So the y is being multiplied by 3 and then added to 28. The last thing was added to 28. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 28 from both sides. Whatever I do to one side, I got to do to the other side. So subtract 28. And now here I do need that long line because I'm subtracting something from both sides. So I'm put subtraction. And so now I have 28 minus 28, that's 0. So the only term that's going to stay is going to be the 3y. And then 19 minus 28 is going to be negative, and then what is it, 8, 9, 9. So now the y is being multiplied by 3. So the inverse of multiplication is division. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And so remember, to show the division is like the fraction bar. We divide it both sides. Okay, and so now I'm going to have, I'm going to have 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times y is y equals negative 9 divided by 3. That's negative 3. Okay, and so then I can quickly check, not quickly, I'll take my time. So I'm going to check to make sure that I do have the correct answer. So I have the equations are, the first one is 4x plus 3y is equal to 19. The second equation is 6x plus 3y is equal to 33. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute 4 times x, which is 7, minus 3 times y, which is negative 3. Is that equal to 19? So let me check. 4 times 7 is 28. Now this is like negative, oh no, it wasn't minus, it was plus. I got the mistake. So this is positive times a negative. That's going to be negative. So minus 9. 28 minus 9, it is equal to 19. So now I know that that is correct. Okay. Now I got to check on the other one too. Got to do both. So 6 times x is 7. And then plus 3 times y, which is negative 3. Is that equal to 33? Let me check. Okay, 6 times 7 is 42. And then positive 3 times negative 3, that's negative 9. And then 42 minus 9, yep, that's 32. So I do have it correct. I know that it is correct. Okay, thank you.